When it comes to fight warm-up exercises, backstage at shows I often see fighters missing out on truly priming their bodies for explosiveness. Well, today I'll share a 2-exercise protocol that will amp you up both physically and mentally in a total of just 8 to 15 reps. Fighters, welcome back to another episode of Heatrick Muay Thai Performance. I know you're thinking 8 to 15 reps to turn on your bomb-dropping monster mode. It sounds like BS, but let me explain how you can do this. A well-known warm-up protocol in S&C circles uses the acronym RAMP, which stands for Raise, Activate, Mobilize and Potentiate. Raise refers to increasing your heart rate, and fighters already do a good job of that. Activate refers to switching on the key muscle groups that can be sleepy and underutilized in athletic movements. That's another area most fighters could do better with, but I'll save that for another day. Mobilize refers to increasing your range of motion at the joints and dynamically lengthening muscles to access your highest kicks and fastest movements. Potentiate refers to neurally switching on your central nervous system to conduct nerve impulses efficiently and with sufficient signal strength to electrically fire your most explosive muscle actions. We can exploit a phenomenon that sports science nerds call PAP, or post-activation potentiation. This is where we're going today. On fight night, you don't either have much room or equipment. You require a simple, effective protocol to potentiate explosive actions and fire up your CNS without triggering fatigue, to leave you the most explosively powerful you can be. And I've condensed this to just one set of 2 exercises performed one after the other. Each rep must be executed as a single maximum velocity explosive action. Don't rush between reps. And if your reps start to slow, reduce the number of reps. The objective is to reach your highest movement velocity. Imagine a speed gun is measuring every rep. Don't turn this exercise into a power endurance one by doing either too many reps or repeating reps too quickly. Remember, the objective is peak velocity. And here are the exercises. First, the surfer get-up activates the muscles of the anterior chain, running down the front of your body, including the pecs, hip flexors, core, and quads. Hit 3 to 5 explosive reps and move on. Second, the tuck jump activates the muscles of the posterior chain, running down the back of your body, including calves, hamstrings, glutes, lats, and erector spinae, either side of your spine. Bounce out 5 to 10 reps and you're done. You get in, explosively hit the reps, and get out again before you begin to fatigue and slow down. Then, check in on your mood and mindset. Your brain will be flooded with dopamine and norepinephrine or noradrenaline. You'll be buzzing and your eyes will be lit up like high beam headlights. And this surge typically lasts for up to 8 to 12 minutes. Give this a try within 12 minutes of your next sparring session and see how it feels. Just be careful you don't take someone's head off. And before you go, here's some solid detail on how to perform those 2 exercises. The surfer get up is going to give us some explosive upper body power. So I'm going to show you the more advanced version first, and then we'll regress it from there. So I start by getting down into a full push-up position, right down onto the floor, and I'm going to try to avoid any peeling here. There'll be a little bit as we flex into it, but I want to minimize it as much as possible. So I'm going to stay on my toes and push from my hands. So I've got my thighs switched on and engaged, my backside switched on, my core's getting ready to switch on really, really strongly. I'm going to push from the floor, bam, and I'm trying to jump onto my feet with a little bit of air time on my hands. So rather than it being kind of almost like a burpee, where I push up here and jump my feet in, my hands didn't come off the floor, I'm trying to get a bit of space. So as I press up, bam, I want that little bit of gap between my feet hitting the floor and my hands being off of the floor. We can regress that a little bit by doing it from my knees instead. So I'm down here on my knees. I'm still going to have my feet on the floor, but I'm going to be actually pushing up off of my knees here in this position. So from here, I pushing through from my knees. If that version's too strong, we can take ourselves to a bench or a seat. So I have you work exactly the same. So straight through the body, hands onto the seat there or the bench, push from there, and I'm trying to get that hang time with the clearance of my hands off of the bench before my feet touch the floor. So there's a moment of time where both my hands and my feet are off the floor. For the tuck jump, We need to jump up into the air, bringing your knees towards your chest. So we're kind of going for this kind of action rather than chest down to the knees, that kind of action. So you stay nice and upright. We'll get you bounding. Try not to travel forwards or backwards. There might be a little bit of movement to begin with. But once you find your angle of vertical thrust, you're going to maintain that and trying to land with minimal heel contact once you get going. So to show you what that looks like, so I'm going to spring. You can use my arms as well. So I'm here. That's the kind of action that we're after.
Thanks for listening. If you found this valuable, please like, subscribe, and share with someone else it could help too. Please give the podcast a review or comment below. We'd love to hear from you. As always, you can visit heatrick.com for more Muay Thai performance podcasts, videos, articles, and guides. Catch you next time.